Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Miami Marlins and the New York Yankees. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Garrett Cole gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Settling in now, Jonathan Villar. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
He started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
To the plate now, Brian Anderson. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
1-1. Skied down the left field line. On the move is Stanton. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here's the pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Here it comes. 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Strike called. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In there, strike 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
2 out, nobody on. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Waiting on it is Brinson. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go. Standing in, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Diaz.
Now at the plate, Isan Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Gardner. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Miami down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
The 0-2 home. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Now to the plate, Gary Sanchez. Lifetime versus this arm. He's a perfect 2 for 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Smith has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-Roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Here's Brett Gardner now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Stanton at second. Sanchez on at first with nobody out. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this is swung on and missed as Gardner's a strikeout victim, 1 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Bottom of the second here with no score. To 2-2 now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Batting it, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. From the stretch. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. So digging in now, Jorge Alfaro. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind at a count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-0 on the way.
3 balls, no strikes.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
Hey.
In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Nothing has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Rojas is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
This is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0.
Ball, action time.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Grounder down the line at third. And the Marlins had their first hit of the game. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. The 0-1 offering. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. Quick throw to Torres to retire the side. Marlins strand a pair. Home half of the third coming up. No score. At the plate, Gio Urshela. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
The third baseman, number 29.
Now here it comes. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. From the stretch.
Ball in.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. One and two to DJ LeMahieu. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Now the 2-0 home.
Hey!
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Two and two.
2-2 now.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that's outside. He lost him ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. No balls and 1 strike. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Hard hit ball to second. Oh, what a play. There's one. Save.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed the second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, back outside.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
2 out with the man at first. Now it's 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Three and 0 now. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Into the box now, Brett Gardner looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 2-0 New York. Leading off the inning, Corey Dickerson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Ready with the 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Up next from Miami, Jesus Aguilar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way.
Inside ball.
Now the 1-0. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Stepping in now, Isan Diaz, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
At the plate, Matt Joyce. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1 hit to first. And Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in now for the Yankees, Luke Voigt. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Ground ball foul down the left side. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2.
Helpful.
Miguel Andujar, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the 0-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Now batting. Number 29.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Dickerson. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley, because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try.
And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it. Deep down the line. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, his second of the game. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
At the plate now, Aaron Judge. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now a 4-0 New York lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Gardner going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
The batter, the right fielder, Lewis Brinson.
Now at the plate, Lewis Brinson. He drew a walk his first time up. Pitch on the way. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Gardner is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Rojas. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Eliezer Hernandez, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Eliezer Hernandez.
Stepping in, Torres. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
The shortstop, Labor Torres.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Here comes the 1-0. Line drive to center field. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
To the plate now, Luke Voigt, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fouled off. Two down, runners at first and second. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. And that misses 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Seared down the first baseline. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Digging in now, Jonathan Villar. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No, that's down.
1-0 count. Here it is.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Stanton. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Striding into the box, Brian Anderson. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Now here's the pitch.
1-1.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They trail here 4-0. Here's Miguel Andujar now.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
First pitch on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Another 1-2 delivery.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Gio Urshela, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here comes the 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Hard ground ball to third. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Line to the right side. Brinson is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 4-0. Standing in, Jesus Aguilar. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Isan Diaz. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Matt.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Matt Joyce. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike one. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And right into the shift, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Skied into straightaway right. Gardner will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're down 4-0. Last half of the 7th here, ready for another shot now. Aaron Judge, he's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So now to the plate, Torres. Popped him up. Alfaro has a play. 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Stepping into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder. The pitch. And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there. The 2-2. Gary Sanchez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the payoff pitch home. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Swung on and missed. 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Right on the corner. 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're in front 4-0. Ready now for the Marlins, Jorge Alfaro. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First offering on its way. Ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Rounded slowly to the left side. Knee high, he barehands it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Now batting.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
And you know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 0-2, here it comes.
Ball, that's in.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Ball 2.
That pitch is out.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Nobody out, runner on first. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 3-2 one more time. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Well, he's been battling all game long and been a real warrior. But there's only so many pitches in an arm, no matter how tough he is. That walk may have been all the manager needs to see because he looks like he's done to me.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Rojas. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Ready with the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. The big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. First and second now, 1 man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Working on hanging another 0. The pitch hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Brad Boxberger is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 33, Brad Boxberger.
Digging in to try it again, Brett Gardner, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Gardner.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken up in the zone. 0-1, here it comes.
Ball, that's off the plate.
One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2. High in the air out towards shallow right.
Waiting on it is Brinson.
1 out.
Now back, first baseman, Luke.
Digging in, Luke Voigt. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Takes this the other way to right. Brinson is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Tyler Lyons comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Tyler Lyons.
Now batting, Corey Dickerson. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Corey Dickerson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Now here it comes.
Three balls, two strikes.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jesus Aguilar. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Isan Diaz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. A little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Stepping in now, Matt Joyce. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Too high. 1-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stanton on the run, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
4-0 the score this afternoon. The New York Yankees led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Garrett Cole gets the W on the mound. Caleb Smith was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees,